but the science is like we teach knowledge and wisdom to all human families of the planet Earth.
Mhm.
That's the duty of a civilized person.
That song actually turned out to be like a power calling song for black
But if
people.
you knowledge, because I said they say I'm prejudiced because I like red bones, but nowadays original girls are headstrong. Not as a whole, but the majority I know are too busy fronting, trying to be flatto. Now you might hear this and think I'm tripping, but knowledge my wisdom before. No, you might hear this and think I'm slipping, but knowledge my wisdom before you start tripping. As modern day God, I make analysis to find out what makes them hard like calluses. Instead of being sweet, truthful, and soft, they want to be false. And that turns me off. Your hair's not real, neither are your eyes, eyelashes, and your makeup is swine, plus a big disguise. Your clothes are tight. I can see every inch. But then you wonder why I get this urge to pinch. Because you selling me sex without making love. I'm not keep to be sweating you, and that's unheard of. If I got dollars, I'm good for your number. If I look fine, I get a one night slumber. Wham bam. But no thank you, man. You want to knock the boots, but you don't know who I am. This is not a diss to my black sister. And if I screamed on your daughter, then pardon me, mister. The point I make is a visual fact. Teach her to be original
And what it
and how to
means to
be
be
black.
black.
Do that go right now?
Of course.
I made that
Of
song in
course.
1990. It came out in 91. So what we talking, 35 years?
Yes.
So why does it still make sense right now?
hmm That's why I had to touch on that.
Controversial. Why does it make sense right now?
Absolutely. So let's fast forward and get to the
Bill.
stuff that you want to get to. All right. Now, during that time, somewhere after that, there was an attack from our scene from it seemed like your generation, the poor righteous teachers, you, you know, even though X Clan, was heavy, but they still, that whole movement of righteous,
Right.
it seemed like got pushed down, and there was an agenda to quiet your music and put out music that was more detrimental to our society.
Not really detrimental, but I know what you're trying to say, and I'm gonna keep the bill like this because
Yes.
I've thrown it out there many
hmm
times. It's like when you had, like I said, the L school. L school is late 80s, early 90s. So you got your Karis ones, you got your Just Ices, your Rakims, your Big Daddy Kanes, your Public Enemies, your
Onyx.
Parishes. No, this, Onyx ain't in this one yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
I'm talking about 85, 86, the Rakims,
hmm
till I want to say 90. That 4 or 5 year span that, you got even Rob Bass.
hmm
Rob Bass said he don't smoke weed, don't smoke Buddha, can't stand sex. Yes.
hmm
MC Hammer dancing, 40 million. That's why we pray. So these young black adults got it together. Public Enemies, the Canes, the Rakims, the Hammers, wherever this hip hop is coming from, they getting it together. So now you had Schoolie D, PSK, you know what I mean? Parkside Hustlers and all that, Parkside Killers. You know, boom, you had Steady B, Cool C, shout out and rest in peace to the Philly mob. You know what I mean? You had Cool G Rap. You had Ice T, doing the same thing, but on the West Coast style. But they wasn't the major. We all wasn't following that. Acknowledge me? So now we grab this group called while Public Enemy is hot. They saying Mother F John Wayne. You know, they saying Elvis. They saying Farrakhan. See, really, once they said Farrakhan, that was the nail in the coffin for Public Enemy. You feel me?
Yeah.
So all this righteousness, self-destruction, you're ready for self-destruct, stop the violence. We all on it. So let's do this. They went to LA. They found a group. Now remember, we were saying peace. Everything from 85 to 90, whenever that record go off, yo, what happened to peace? Peace, 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 peace. So peace is the absence of all confusion.
Absolutely.
So that unlike man needed confusion to be in this music. So let's get with these cats called niggas with attitude. Niggas with attitude. Oh, we just saying what we see. When we go outside, we see people getting killed. We see people on crack. We see police beating up, bap. Y'all say, excuse my language, audience, y'all say, fuck the police. What's KRS-One song that came out before that? What's the song called? Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast. Which one is more intellectual? KRS-One? Or that's the sound of the police? Or fuck the police?
And KRS,
The bitch really suck a good dick.
Mm-hmm.
And all this bitch
that never
niggas.
Had been heard before until then.
We wasn't rocking with
that was outrageous.
And we couldn't say it.
Yeah, it was outrageous.
We couldn't say it. We can't play it for you. I can't play my record for your moms.
No.
Or to my sister or my grandmother, none of that. We ain't rhyme like that. And we was nice. Rakim to this day. Ill as Rakim is. Find a curse word in Rakim's songs. And he the greatest. I will say that. Rakim is the greatest rapper of all time. I'll put that out there. Rakim ain't got a curse. Kool Moe Dee got a curse. But now we niggas. And it's not just we niggas with attitudes. Oh, blah. So Cube was a nigga, right? Mm-hmm. Until he had beef with NWA. So now he on the New York side. Now he America's most wanted. Now he a black man representing for Black America. Right?
All of a sudden.
Because you notice that whenever the gangsters, the fake gangsters, no disrespect, I ain't calling Cuba a fake gangster. But you notice the fake gangsters, the fake hard boys, no disrespect to Puff. Puff been Ciroc, yeah, playboy, living your life, all that. If he wasn't the face of Ciroc, you ain't know it. Until what? Till he felt them Caucasians was defecating on him. Then what'd he do? Oh, y'all trying to defecate on the black man. Sued him. Okay, and he won. I heard, allegedly. But you just fought that devil that put you where you at. Now watch what that devil gonna do to you. Boop. Put him where you at. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So, like Ice Cube, he ran from NWA. Why you in New York for? To get Hank Shockley, Bomb Squad, and yo, let's do this Public Enemy style. But it's Cube. So Cube get militant black for about what, a year, 2 years?
Didn't last long.
Now he back. Gangsters make the world go round. Now we back on that gangster. But the science is, Cube, you was never gangster, right?
Mm-hmm. Never that.
You ain't never been to jail. I don't know whether you ever sold drugs or not, but far as what I know, Cube is from a reputable family, civilized people. His wife Kim civilized. His babies, they civilized. Everything around him civilized. Cube went to Arizona State College, man. But you on the record saying like CB4, yo, I killed mad niggas, AK-47 in the air. You rhyming other people's lifestyle.
And this is where we at. So now, this is what none of these people know. How did he, after NWA, after being a nigga for life, fall up under the protection of the God and the realms of the God?
Oh, me? When I fought for them, like if y'all seen Straight Outta Compton,
Mm-hmm.
and they showing like it's NWA and they coming down the escalator and it's saying they had a beef. That wasn't, Cube was there, but I don't want to say he ran, but they ran him off like the security.
Mm-hmm.
Myself,
Mm-hmm.
Shorty from the Lynch Mob, rest in peace, that's my brother, my heart. JD Cooper, my brother, my heart. And Jinx. I don't think T-Bone was there, but me, Shorty, JD, and Jinx was fighting above the law. Shout out, rest in peace to the brothers from above the law. And they had about 6 New York dudes with them. So I met Lynch Mob on 42nd Street. This is the old 42nd Street where you can still buy,
Yeah.
you know, smoke shops.
Different
and,
world.
right.
Yeah.
Kung Fu movies still out there,
Yeah.
bad. So I'm with the guards, and Lynch Mob is in the store, and they Jerry curl down to their hair. They tatted up. They got wife beaters on, Chucks. I mean, they got Dickie shorts on and Chucks. So my man's like, yo, look at Boys in the Hood wasn't out. It's 1990.
Yeah.
So they like, yeah, look at these Jerry curl down. I'm like, whoa, we chill. I already been out to LA.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, chill. These is gang dudes for real.
Mm-hmm.
They call them set trippers. So while I'm telling my man that, Shorty was like, yo, what up? We know the homie King, son. Because I'm already on MTV, BET, so they knew who I was.
And you was with the Rhyme Syndicate, too.
Right, and I was with
On the
Rhyme
West Coast,
Syndicate.
yeah.
And they kind of thought I was a blood because
Yeah.
in 89, I did this a heat up with the
Mhm.
fire truck with Ice-T.
Yeah.
And we had on all red.
Yeah.
Now, ironically, with that video as a heat up, Dub C, Aladdin, and Crazy Tunes was there, but they were so cripped out they couldn't be in the video because there was so much red taking place. That what I already knew. So now, when I'm building with Short Dog and building with Lil Shorty, we walking. I said, yo, y'all in Marriott? He was like, yeah. So, yo, we gonna go boom bang. So I said, yo, I'm gonna turn. I got a room, even though I live in the Bronx, I got a room. So Shorty was like, yo, well, we got big, you know, we run with Cube, we not rappers. You feel me? We them street dudes, we set trip. But Cube put us on as rappers, you know, to his label so he could get us paid like that, bam, bam. But if you see us squabbling, fall back. Nah, don't worry about it, fam. Look, this New York. If y'all fighting, we fighting. And that's what happened when we walked up in the Marriott. Shorty got into it with one of them dudes. They said, let's go to the bathroom. And that's how they used to jump Cube.